Sometimes, the toughest thing in life is realizing that the biggest obstacle between where you are and where you want to be is simply the decision to take action. It's not about luck. It's not about timing. It's not even about talent. It's about you, right now, choosing to believe you're worthy of something greater. This isn't about waiting for the world to hand you the perfect opportunity. It's about taking control. The Stoics understood this well. Epictetus taught that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. And today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful responses you can have, deciding in this very moment to act like the best version of yourself. Let's be real, we all battle doubts. That little voice in your head might say you're not ready or not good enough. But here's the truth. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You become the best not by waiting for the perfect conditions, but by showing up with a mindset that you already have what it takes. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to focus on what he could control and to act with virtue no matter the circumstances. It's about embracing your power right now, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. So in today's video, we're diving into a mindset that can transform how you approach your goals, challenges, and everyday life. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping fully into your potential. And hey, if you find value in this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it helps support the channel. Let's get started. The moment you decide to step into your full potential is the moment your life begins to change. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity or hoping circumstances will improve. It's about making an internal decision. Choose to show up every single day as the best version of yourself. This idea is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed our true power lies in how we approach life. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And that's exactly where this transformation begins, with your mindset. This isn't about being perfect or competing with others. It's about setting your own standard and committing to continuous growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most powerful leaders, constantly reminded himself to act with virtue, not for praise, but because it was simply the right thing to do. To him, every day was an opportunity to strive for excellence, not in comparison to others, but in pursuit of his own potential. When you decide to be the best, you're not claiming you'll never make mistakes or face setbacks. The Stoics were clear, life is full of obstacles, but they also believe those very obstacles shape us. By choosing to step up, you turn challenges into opportunities for growth. That's when real transformation begins. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the choice right now, in this moment, to act with purpose and confidence. From this decision, everything else follows. You raise your standards. Your actions align with your goals. And you begin to move closer to the person you know you can be. That's the power of deciding to be the best. When I say, act as if you're the best, I don't mean walking around like you're better than everyone else. Far from it. Acting like the best isn't about arrogance or looking down on others. It's about holding yourself to the highest standard and striving for excellence, not for external validation, but for your own growth. Think about a world-class athlete or a master craftsman. Their confidence isn't loud or boastful. It's steady, built on discipline, hard work, and constant improvement. Marcus Aurelius carried himself as a leader not because he saw himself as superior, but because he saw himself as a student of life, always learning, always improving, always acting with virtue. That's the mindset we're after. Acting like the best doesn't mean pretending to know everything or never making mistakes. It means showing up with a belief that you are fully capable of handling whatever comes your way. And that belief shapes your actions. When you believe you're the best, you carry yourself with confidence, and people notice. The Stoics will remind us that this confidence isn't external, it's internal. It comes from knowing you're living in alignment with your values and doing your best in every situation. The key difference? Arrogance tries to elevate you above others. Acting like the best is about lifting yourself up to your highest potential. It's about striving for excellence while staying humble and grounded. That's what the Stoics taught, not perfection, but progress. Always working, always learning, always moving forward. So today, ask yourself, what would the best version of me do? Then go do that. That's how you change everything. Some of you might be thinking, but I'm not the best, not even close. How can I carry myself as if I am? And that's completely understandable. It's natural to feel like you're not at the top. But here's the thing, you don't have to be the best to act like the best. The beauty of this mindset is that it works even when you're still growing. Acting as if you're the best isn't about pretending or being delusional. It's about shifting your mindset to unlock your full potential. And that starts with how you see yourself. This perspective aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that while we may not control external events, we do control over our mindset and how we respond to challenges. So, even if you're not the best right now, you can still choose to carry yourself with confidence, discipline, and purpose, traits that the best exemplify. When you adopt this mindset, something powerful happens. You start to believe it, and when you believe it, you start to become it. This isn't about wishful thinking or false confidence. It's a well-documented psychological shift. The Stoics understood that our beliefs shape our actions. When we act as if we are capable and competent, we become more so. This is the essence of a self-fulfilling prophecy, a principle the Stoics knew well. Take a job interview, for example. If you walk in doubting yourself, nervous, convinced you're not good enough, your performance will reflect that. But if you walk in with a mindset that you are the best person for the job, carrying yourself with confidence, articulating your skills clearly, and believing in your value, it changes everything. Even if you don't get that job, you've built confidence and resilience, which will serve you in the next opportunity. So when you catch yourself thinking, I'm not the best, remember, that's not the point. The point is to act as if you are. By doing so, you elevate yourself. You align your actions with the person you aspire to become. The goal isn't perfection, it's continuous improvement, just as Stoic philosophy teaches. The Stoics believed in lifelong growth, and that's exactly what this mindset embodies. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you believe you've reached the peak or that you stopped striving. In fact, it's the opposite. It means committing to a life of learning, discipline, and refinement. As Seneca wisely said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. No matter how skilled or accomplished someone becomes, the best in any field, athletes, business leaders, philosophers, never stop improving. They remain students of life. When you act as if you're the best, you're committing to that same process of mastery. You're saying, I'm going to carry myself like the best, and I'm going to put in the work to become the best. This mindset is rooted in humility, not arrogance. The Stoics deeply valued humility. Even Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in history, constantly reminded himself to stay grounded and keep improving. He didn't see his position as an endpoint, but as a responsibility to pursue excellence daily. When you adopt this mindset, you're doing the same. You're striving to be better today than you were yesterday. Understanding that growth is a lifelong pursuit. Acting as if you're the best means raising your standards and taking responsibility for your personal development. In relationships, for example, it's about asking yourself, what would the best version of me do? How would the best partner, the best friend, or the best parent behave? It's not about pretending to be perfect, but about continuously working to improve and showing up as the best version of yourself. In your health, it means treating your body as if you were in peak condition. How would you eat? How would you train? The Stoic path is one of self-discipline and intentional choices that lead to long-term well-being. At first, acting as if might feel unnatural, maybe even like you're pretending. But here's the truth. What you consistently practice becomes your reality. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca famously said, we become what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. The more you practice confidence, discipline, and resilience, the more they become a natural part of who you are. Think of it like building a muscle. Lifting weights feels challenging at first, even uncomfortable. But with repetition, your strength grows. The same applies here. Each time you embody the mindset of the best, you reinforce it until it's no longer an act. It's simply who you are. Epictetus often reminded his students that while we may not control everything in life, we do control how we respond. By practicing the actions of the person you want to become, you slowly align your inner self with that vision. So, if you want to be more confident in social situations, start by acting confident. even if it feels awkward at first. Stand tall, speak clearly, engage with others. Over time, it stops feeling like an act, and one day you realize it's just who you are. Have you ever noticed how the more you practice something, the more natural it becomes? The same applies to every aspect of life. If you consistently make healthy choices, over time, you won't just be someone who eats well. You'll embody a healthier lifestyle. If you practice good financial habits, you'll eventually become financially secure. The Stoics had a powerful idea about this. Practicing virtue isn't about waiting for change to happen. It's about creating it through daily actions. The key? Consistency. Real transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's about showing up every day and aligning your actions with the person you want to become. Over time, what started as an intentional effort becomes second nature. You shape your character through your actions, and your character shapes your life. So keep practicing, because the life you're building is a reflection of what you do daily. When we talk about acting like the best version of ourselves, it's easy to assume it means ignoring our flaws. But the truth is, it's the opposite. Acting like the best means having the courage to face weaknesses head-on and turn them into opportunities for growth. The Stoics understood this deeply. They believed that self-awareness and honest reflection are the foundation of self-improvement. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. Part of that power lies in recognizing where we fall short, not to shame ourselves, but to learn and grow. The people who truly excel in life aren't the ones who think they're flawless. They're the ones who understand their weaknesses better than anyone else and refuse to let those weaknesses define them. Instead, they use them as fuel to keep improving. The Stoics embrace challenges and discomfort, recognizing them as part of life's natural course. Epictetus taught that mastery requires resilience in the face of obstacles. When we acknowledge our weaknesses, we gain the power to address them with a mindset of progress. Ignoring them doesn't make them disappear. If anything, they tend to grow and become even bigger obstacles. But by acknowledging them and taking action, we become stronger and more capable. To the Stoics, weakness wasn't failure. It was an opportunity to strive for excellence. Facing your shortcomings head-on allows you to build discipline, strength, and resilience. This process requires humility. Acting like the best doesn't mean thinking you're perfect. It means committing to constant growth. You can be confident in your strengths while fully aware of where you need to improve. Seneca often wrote about the value of learning from every experience, including failure. He believed setbacks were some of our greatest teachers, revealing areas where we need to grow and pushing us to develop new skills and mindsets. Weaknesses aren't something to be ashamed of. They're simply part of your journey. When you face them with honesty and a willingness to improve, true strength lies in confronting what's holding you back and doing the work to overcome it. The Stoic approach teaches us to see every challenge, including our own shortcomings, as fuel for becoming a stronger, more resilient person. Acting like the best isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about proving that you have the strength to face your weaknesses, learn from them, and grow into the person you're meant to be. The path forward is yours to walk, just as it was for the Stoics. They didn't run from their flaws. They embraced them, learned from them, and kept moving toward excellence. When you carry yourself like the best, it's not just about self-improvement. It's about setting a higher standard for those around you. The Stoics believed in sympathia, the idea that we are all connected and that our actions influence the greater whole. Your dedication, confidence, and commitment to growth inspire others. Whether in your family, friendships, or workplace, your presence alone can elevate the people around you. Think about the energy of someone who moves with purpose and clarity. It's contagious. They don't have to say a word. Their actions alone show what's possible. That's how you create change, by leading through example. When you act like the best, you become a source of inspiration for those who struggle with self-doubt or uncertainty. You prove that rising above challenges is possible with the right mindset and focus. The Stoics weren't obsessed with competition the way we often are today. They didn't seek to outdo others. They sought to help others achieve virtue and wisdom. When you raise your standards, you don't just elevate yourself. You create an environment where those around you feel encouraged to rise with you. Acting as if you're the best means embodying qualities that others respect and admire. By doing this, you improve your own life and contribute to the growth and success of the people in your circle. It's a ripple effect of positive change, exactly as the Stoics intended. Failure is inevitable. The Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't fear it. They accepted it as part of the journey. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Acting like the best doesn't mean believing you'll never fail. It means facing failure with resilience, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to grow. The Stoics focus on what they can control. You can't always control the outcome, but you can control how you respond. Instead of seeing failure as a personal defeat, see it as feedback, a lesson on what to adjust, refine, or improve. Epictetus reminded his students that failure builds character. It's not a reason to quit. It's a reason to push forward, now with more knowledge and experience. The most successful people, whether in business, sports, or philosophy, aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who know how to bounce back stronger every time. The Stoics taught that true strength comes from how we rise after we fall. So the next time you fail, remember, it's not the end of the story. It's just another step on your journey to greatness. Acting like the best isn't a one-time choice. It's a daily practice. The Stoics believe in consistent, deliberate action. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This mindset isn't about waiting until you feel ready. The Stoics knew that waiting for the perfect moment often leads to inaction. Instead, they taught, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. By acting like the best every day, you cultivate the qualities that will eventually define you. Over time, what begins as a conscious effort becomes second nature. This isn't about arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about aligning your actions with your potential and striving for excellence in everything you do, whether in work, relationships, or personal growth. Acting like the best helps you set higher standards for yourself and live with purpose. The Stoics taught that we control our actions, and through our actions we shape our lives. So, make this mindset a daily practice. Every morning, ask yourself, how would the best version of me approach this day? With that question guiding you, you'll keep moving forward one action at a time. Thanks for being part of Stoic Mindset Mastery. If you want to continue your journey of growth and resilience, check out the suggested videos on your screen. Stay strong, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next one.